Good afternoon. My name is Brian Panks, and I'm creating a profile video for Content Crimes. This is for the operations management position, and I'll try and give you a background of my skill set, some of the companies that I've worked for, and then maybe a little bit about myself outside of the business realm so that you get a better feel for who I am as a person. I come from a project management and operations management background. I've been involved with project management from everything from the very start of the projects in terms of business requirements, documentation, and gathering suppliers' inputs, things like that, all the way through to process mapping and then completion of the achieved goals or the places that we've seen operational improvements being able to be made, and then the assessments that take place afterwards to make sure that all the recommendations are being followed through and that they're actually being kept up on to make sure that the changes that we have stick. From a business perspective, I've worked in a number of different industries, a couple different software firms, which is probably most relevant to you, but also have been worked for several large companies and as well as some small startups as well. I bring together kind of a technical background in terms of Six Sigma and have a Six Sigma black belt as part of my education. So I bring some rigor to the roles that I complete, as well as a little bit of free thinking on my own terms in order to come up with creative solutions or ideas where we can make operational improvements and kind of make things a little bit more efficient. I love making efficiencies happen. It's really the core of what drives me. I've always liked to be a helpful person, and therefore that's kind of driven me into this career path. Anytime that I've got a career or a job where I'm able to step in, help other people to make improvements in the processes that they're working on, makes me happy as well, and it kind of drives my background. And to give you a little bit of a feel for some of the roles and organizations that I've worked for, I've worked for two software companies. I've worked for a salon group. I've worked for a two call center operations, as well as a large U.S. food distributor, and that's most recent for me. And in terms of some of the roles that I've held, I've done everything from be a controller and manage the accounting side of things to running HR and payroll, managing basically the office for an office management position, as well as being the director of continuous improvement and operations for software company, helping to identify where we have needs that our customers are not having met, and how to make our software development process most efficient. Worked at SpyFu, which is one of the companies here in the Valley that you may have heard of. They're a search engine optimization and PPO and SEO company, and that was very much an entrepreneurial environment, one that I enjoyed a lot, and sounds most similar to the environment that you've got there at Content Crimes. Just in terms of my personal interests, I'm an avid disc golfer. I'm a local music buff. I actually volunteer as a weekend DJ on a local radio station, KWSS, and my passion is going out and seeing live music a couple times a week if possible. It's been a little bit difficult during the COVID times, but absolutely enjoy going out and seeing live music and supporting the local artists in the scene around the Valley. I'm married. I've got a 2.5-year-old daughter, as well as one that's 18 and one that's 21. So a little bit of an age gap there. And the 2.5-year-old definitely keeps me busy. I'm somebody who really enjoys a creative environment, and look forward to hearing back from you guys, and would definitely love to have an opportunity to interview with you and explain a little bit more about what I might be able to do for Quinn and the rest of the team.